Hello, engineering students. In this video lesson, you're going to learn how to use the circle tool. You're going to learn how to use the follow me tool and how to paint and move some objects around in the 3D space of SketchUp. So have your app.sketchup.com open and you should be, let me go ahead and not save that. That was my example. You should arrive here at your home base, your dashboard. You should see some of the files that you've been working on and making. Go ahead and click on Create New and let the workspace load up. The first model we're going to make is just a very basic, simple pyramid shape. So find your rectangle, click Rectangle, and then near your origin point, you have a blue axis, green axis, red axis. I'm going to click right around here, and your rectangle should be blue. Okay, so draw a couple squares or rectangles, and then click the line tool here, and you're going to draw a line from corner to corner on each of these. Make sure that those lines are snapping into the corners. Okay, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you're using a computer mouse. This is so much easier with a computer mouse. And the move tool here. So if you tap M on the keyboard, the move tool is what creates that pyramid shape when you have those 4 lines laid out. So watch very closely. I'm just going to move my move tool to that intersection, and there should be a little dot that pops up. And you click one time, and then you move your mouse up. And you're going to move along that blue axis. It shouldn't be any other color. So try to pay attention to that, because otherwise you're going to end up with not a pyramid shape, maybe some other shape. So click and drag that up, and do that for however many rectangles or squares that you made. And just make sure it snaps to blue, just like that. And you'll notice if you swing under it, if you orbit under, it's going to be an empty space. That's okay. If you want to close it off, all you have to do is click the line tool, draw a line from corner to corner, and you close off that 3D model into a solid model. And then using your eraser, press E, you can erase the line. Let's go and make this look more realistic or like a pyramid. You can get creative with this if you want, but I'm going to make mine look like brick or siding or stone. Let me find, I had a really nice one earlier, this one. So in the brick and cladding, there's this, looks like sandstone. So I click on that, and then I just click on each of the surfaces. If I wanted to paint that all in one shot, use the arrow tool, select the entire model, and then click the paint bucket, and then click on that entire model. It'll paint the whole thing for you. So that's your simple pyramid shape. Okay, I'm going to press H and pan over to the right side. Our next shape, we're going to make a very simple chess piece. So in your menu, this menu in the bottom left, find the circle option and click and draw a circle. Make sure that circle outline is blue. If it's not blue, you might have like orbited it in a different direction, and if you press the arrow keys might actually change the way the shape is oriented. So make sure that that is blue. And then using the same circle tool, we want to, I'm sorry, not the circle tool. Click the line tool. I'm thinking fast forward in the sphere. When we make a sphere, we're going to use the circle tool again. We're going to make the chess piece right now. So click the line tool, find the center of the line, and you're going to go straight up. Make sure that's blue. And that's just setting up for a rectangle that we need to draw. So we're going to click on the top of that line, and we're going to bring that towards the edge like that. Now I'm going to orbit around. It should look very similar to this. And the rectangle itself, it can be taller or shorter, but it cannot be larger than the circle. So if you have a small circle, click your arrow, highlight it, delete it, and then go back into your circle tool and make your, so this is what I'm talking about. See how it's green now? I don't want green. I want it to be blue. So I need to be patient, let it change to blue, and then it'll be on that surface I need it to be on. Now that we have our circle, which is larger, and a rectangle, we can use the line tool here, and we can draw a bunch of squigglies, random lines, whatever our heart desires, and make sure that it connects to the bottom, just like that. If we're going to make a pawn similar to a pawn shape, click circle, let your circle snap to the edge here, and snap to a corner. And then using E for eraser, you're going to erase any lines that are inside of that. And then let me make this look more pawn-like. So just watch, and then you can get creative with your own. Okay, so now I have a bunch of random lines, and what I want to do is make one shape, or one line that's connected from the corner to corner. Oops, didn't want that. Huh. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Let me go ahead and draw that circle back on here again. Click on E. Weird. Let me connect to here. Okay, that's what we want. Let me try this again. I'm trying to give it, you'll see what I'm trying to do once I create a solid. There we go. So this is what I mean. From this corner to this corner, it should be one continuous line. There should be no gaps. If there's gaps, then this next step won't work. Watch. I'm going to erase that line, erase that line. You should be left with a solid shape right here, or a filled in shape. So now that I have this filled in shape, I'm going to go into the menu here and click on, where is it? Follow me. So there's directions on the bottom left. Always pay attention to what it's telling you to do. It says click the profile that you want to extrude. So I want to extrude this profile. So I'm going to click it. And then it says move cursor along the desired extrude path. Now the desired extrude path is this circle underneath it. So if I move my mouse along that circle, it will kind of snap to it. And then I click right at the end point, and I'm left with a very strange chess piece. Very chubby at the bottom, and I don't really like it. So let me keep it a little more basic. I'm going to click undo, and I'm going to actually make it skinnier here. And maybe add that shape at the bottom. And get rid of all of this junk. There we go. And then maybe add another circle here, just to give it a little more character than what it is. All right, the simpler is best. Now, again, I click on the menu, click on follow me, click the profile, and then find the endpoint here. And that is a much better looking pawn. Okay, using the eraser tool, I can erase that line, or I can just click arrow, select the whole line by double clicking on it, triple clicking on it, and then pressing backspace. There we go. And then, of course, if I wanted to color it, I can. I like the stone colors. So for this, there's too many surfaces, so I'm going to highlight all of that again, click on the texture I want, and then click on the object to paint it. All right, now the concept is the same exact thing for making a sphere. So click on your circle tool. So click circle, draw a circle. Now find the center of the circle and tap on your left arrow, and your circle should be green. And then you draw a circle, and it's the same exact concept here, same skills. Click the follow me tool, click the profile, and then let it follow along to the endpoint, and that did not work the way I wanted it to, so let me repeat the process. So profile, and then find, I want it to wrap around the whole thing, but it's not looking like it's working. I'm not sure why. Let me see if it only did half of it. Try again. Circle. Okay, I drew a circle. I'm on the middle. Let me try red. Let me try the red. Okay, and it's smaller. Clicking on follow me, clicking on profile, endpoint. There it is. Oh man, it kind of looks like Saturn. Let me drop this. Let me go up on the menu here. I'm going to select this and delete it. I'm going to select that and delete that. And now to make it actually stand out and look like it's moving around, you can paint it something with texture. Ooh, water is kind of cool. Wow. Highlight it. Let me just move it over here so it's in that same space. Okay, there we go. So that's your lesson for this video lesson. For the assignment, I need you to go ahead and save it as pyramid sphere pawn and send me a screenshot. If you're using your Chromebook, you use the screenshot command. If you're using a PC and you don't know how to screenshot, make sure to get help from me or your peers. Otherwise, on the bottom left, you should see a search bar. And if you search for snipping tool, you should be able to find the snipping tool, and it will let you take a snippet of your screen. So for example, snipping tools right here. So if I click on that, it's going to bring up a menu, click new, and then what you'll do is you'll click and drag. Oops, let me try that again. You'll click and drag across. I don't think it's going to work because I'm using screen recording. You click and drag across, and then you'll click it'll have a save button there, or you press Control S. So that's your lesson, learning how to use the follow me, texture paint, and your move tool to create different and unique shapes. Good luck.